Welcome to the living room and to a bird's eye view of what the corner section of said living room looks like. I am standing on a chair because our spike hunt today starts with one of the hanging baskets that is in front of the east-facing window on one of my Phalaenopsis. Let's go see what I found. So this is Yin Yang. I last saw her in bloom in December, I believe, of 2021, and she has been in this basket since March of 2022, and look what we have found. She has grown the two big leaves in the front. She has grown those this season, along with lots of aerial roots. And of course, she's got roots all in the basket. And let's just look at the progression of Miss Peachy's spike. This one I have already shown you, but it is growing rather well. And I did put a little stake right there to kind of keep her from going wanky and sideways. I want her to kind of go down and then droop over. She has also grown two leaves this season. We all have been watching and waiting for Miss Wine Delight here to open her buds. And it looks like possibly by the end of today, that one there will be popped open. If not, definitely in the next couple of days. Most interesting though is my no ID Oncidium that I bought in May of this year, 2022, has a spike coming off of a new growth, and I do have it clipped to that stake to make sure that it goes up and not wanky. I haven't decided if I'm going to leave it staked or not. We'll have to wait and see. And then what else do we see over here? Anything else? Let me know if you see them before I do. So my mount here with the three soft clouds has a spike right there, and she has another one right there. Now she's been on this mount since April of, I believe, 2020, maybe 2020, 2021. Let me just see if I can see without 2021, April of 2021. And all three of them have grown vegetatively. This will be the first time I get a spike off of them. And of course, Miss Fimbrata here, if I can get her off the wall, has opened a bloom. However, the bloom has opened backwards because that wall is much brighter, apparently, than the light that she gets. So let me set her down so we can really get a good look at this gorgeous bloom. Sorry for that glaring there, but look at this. Let me see if I can, there we go. Let me put some shade on her. Look at that cute little lip. Look at that, if it'll focus. Is that not just cute? Let's see if I can get her in a better light where it's not so glary. There we go. There we go. Look at this. Isn't she just stunning? Now, I have read that they're supposed to be fragrant. I haven't detected a fragrance on her quite yet. She's only been open about a day or two. So there's a good focus of her. Look at that. And then she's got this bud that is going in the right direction. Hopefully it'll stay that way. All right. Let's go see what else we have. And of course, the Lamagira. That spike is still progressing rather well, but this one down here is just kind of taking its time. I don't know if you can really see that one or not, but it hasn't moved much since I've repotted her. But this one here is definitely starting to reach for the light over here to the side. And we have Miss Spots here, but let's get her out of the pot real quick just to show you. She has decided she is going to spike for us in a few months, of course. And what else do we have? Of course, the summer bloomers all have their spikes. And guys, my summer love here, look, the buds keep lasting. So I'm going to hold off on these last two down here. If those blast, I will cut her spike. She is working on a new leaf as well. But if these buds right here blast, I will be cutting her. And then, of course, Sogo Vivian has decided that, she is definitely going to spike for us. So I will let her complete the spike and bloom, and then just check, make sure that the blooms, you know, look normal, and then we're going to cut that spike so she can concentrate on vegetative growth and put some roots in the pot, because the only roots that she has in here, if you remember from the repot, are her aerial roots, and I want her to adjust and get more roots in there. And then the sheath here on the, oh my goodness, the RLC Chia Lin Golden Super crossed with RLC Hilo Grand is continuing to swell. I don't see anything in there quite yet, but she is swelling, so we still have hope. And the Laelia Zip, the sheaths are still nice and green. And our Ruth Lois here, Ruth Lois, our RTH Lois McNeil, looks like she is going to be opening that bud pretty soon. So excited to see that. That'll be the first time I see her in bloom, and it'll be my first time blooming her. Anything else over here that we need to look at? No? Okay, let's go down. And in my Small World, well, Nodosa crossed with Small World, right here, let me move my Kai out of the way so I don't knock her over. But if you look right here, there looks to be a little bit of a spike in there, in that sheet. So that'll be a first time rebloom for me. I've had her since since June of 2021. So this will be the first time she's rebloomed for me. I did buy her in bud, and she had some blooms. The one on the Willanette, she is still growing the sheath, but I don't see anything in there yet, so it could still be a blind sheath. And then the Nodosa, nope, Brassavola Yellowbird, sorry, does have a sheath, looks like in this growth right here, but I don't want to disturb her too much. And then, oh, I always forget to show you guys this, but look at the gold staff. This is the one that is in the LECA setup, the first one I put in LECA. She has double spikes. I've been meaning to show you guys that forever, and I keep forgetting. So she was in the small bedroom that I'm using as an extra grow room, and when I saw the double spikes, there was no way to position her where the spikes would grow in the same direction, so that's why she got moved in here. And this one here that I bought earlier this year, right back here, this Phalaenopsis, has a spike coming, so I'll be able to see what she looks like and give her at least a description, if not a name. Anything going on down here other than the Hariella retricala is, look at all the blooms on this thing. I love this. This has been in bloom since July of 2021. So over a year. It's just constantly throwing out blooms. And the Hariella 3-lip is doing the same thing, just constantly pushing out a bloom. And let me switch you over and see what else we've got going. And our soft clouds that's on this mount here, I saw a little bit of a spike on her earlier when I watered her as well. There it is. This will be her second spike since I put her on this mount, so that'll be fun. And nothing else down here. Oh, wait a minute, I lied. Over here, do you see? We've got a keiki, a root, and a spike, and a leaf. This one's really busy. I'm also going to let that spike develop and bloom because I've not seen this in 2 years. Kind of forgot what she looked like. See if I really want to keep her or not. In my memory, I do. But I do want to see what she looks like. And depending on what she's doing, I may continue to let her spike. 90% sure I'm going to cut it though. And then on this little shelf back here, I don't see any spikes yet on these two. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to throw this piece of the Potnera Dick Smith away. But this one here is doing rather well. Those new growths are continuing to get larger. And there is a little bit of root growth on some of them. So I've just been keeping that moss damp, not wet. and hopefully she'll pull through. If not, I do have that seedling that I got from the Jewel Orchids. And then, of course, I've already shown you the DTPS Lucky Sun, but it looks like, oops, sorry about that. It looks like she's trying to spike back there. Do you see that? So she might have the main stem and then a spike. And then Harlequin here. Let's see if I can do this without the light glaring it so much. Maybe not. There it is. So Harlequin spike is getting rather long. And down here we have the Chia E Yinlin, the one with the pretty, I love her grayish leaves. But she also, and the last time I showed you this shelf, I had mentioned it'd be nice if she would bloom again, because I really love her blooms. She's the one that has the deep, almost purple magenta blooms with the lace edging. But there we have us a spike coming on her as well. I'm excited for that. And then I wanted to end it with my Phalaenopsis that I received from the Orchid Supply Store, our sponsor here. And she came with that spike there, but I think it got damaged in the transportation because it was cooler here than it was where it shipped from. And it started putting out this beautiful leaf. And then look at there, we have another spike root. And she does have roots in the pot, and there's a new one right there. You can see the growing tip. So once I saw that leaf growing and the new roots, I did pot her up into some medium-sized bark, orchiata bark. Nope, this is the fir bark perlite. And I just cleaned the opaque pot that is sold by the Orchid Supply Store and that she came in, and put her back in there. And if you want to get your 12% off next time you order from Orchid Supply, because you can get orchids, you can get the supplies. They also have a pot in one, basically everything you need to repot an orchid. I have not gotten that, but I think I'm going to order that next time I order an orchid from them, which will be probably in the spring, simply because it is getting in the 20s here in Colorado with the highs in the mid 50s, low 60s. I don't want a chance ruining my orchid. So if you have ordered the all-in-one repot package from the Orchid Supply Store, let me know how it worked out for you. And I don't think I have any other, oh, I lied. Oh, sorry. One, you already know about the Yellow King Spike, but this is the Orange Kiss that I had to cut a new growth off of. She kind of had a repot. She's been through a lot. But let me see if I can get you guys in here, show you. She is going to, do you see it? Look at that. She is going to spike anyway. She has spiked off of each new growth since I've gotten her back in 2021 in February. So I'm very pleased with that. All right, well, let me know how many orchids you've got coming in spike, how many phals, oncidiums, the whole lot. And you guys have a beautiful day.